was a good game.
It was a big milestone for you as well, reaching 20 goals for the season, which is something that all strikers aim for. So do you feel like you've now achieved what you were signed to do, reaching that 20 goals?
Yeah, I think of course you want to score goals, so I think to reach that is of course a good thing. But the most important things are coming this month. So yeah, we'll have to do our job and see where it gets us this month.
Damesh?
Hi, Viktor. There's been so much noise and chat about you throughout this whole season. Can you give us an insight in what the biggest challenge has been for you, both on and off the pitch so far?
The biggest challenge, I think, is to adapt and to come into a new routine in a new country, because you change everything in your life, and to adapt to that, I think, is what you have to do quick, and to be ready for all the challenges that are coming. But I think that's the biggest one.
Do you listen to any of the criticism? And your form recently, has it given you extra satisfaction?
I think when I score and we win games, it's of course a satisfaction and a great feeling. So if it gives that extra, I don't know, but it's a good feeling.
Guys at the front, John, do you want to go?
Viktor, I was just going to say, when you talk about the biggest things in front of us, it must mean the trophies, and just how much of an inspiration is for that for the team, and how much do you feel as if this team deserves those trophies?
Yeah, I think we are in this position now for a reason. We've done very well throughout the season, but of course now with these games that are coming, it's when it all comes down to, and everything matters to do well in these games to get us over the line. So yeah, it's been incredible so far what we've done, but we have to do it now.
The manager spoke on Friday about the players wanting to define the history of this club. What does that mean to you as players, that you can become legends, that you can write your names into the history, that you can do something that's never been done before in this club?
Yeah, of course, it's a great feeling if we can achieve that, but I think to also experience the position we're in and to play these kind of games is, I think, what we know that we're going to do right now, and that is great.
Viktor, in terms of playing with confidence, how much of a boost was it you getting a hat-trick for Sweden in the semi-final, and then scoring the goal to take your country through to the World Cup? How much of a lift did that give you, and do you think that's linked to your recent form with Arsenal?
Yeah, I mean, to do that with your country and to contribute when you're playing for your country, and to get to the World Cup, especially how our qualification was, I think, it was incredible and amazing to achieve that and to be part of that. So of course it's great, and I think, of course it gives us or me a lot of confidence.
And in terms of you scoring 21 goals, assume you set yourself some sort of target at the start of the season. Have you gone past that yet, or have you yet to reach your target, if you had one?
I think, like I said, it's down to these games that are coming. So I think after that we can speak about that.
So, oh yeah, go on. Go
Hi,
for it.
Viktor. Just quick, can I ask you about your penalty taking? It's so good. I think it's 27 in a row. What goes through your mind when you're about to take a penalty?
No, just don't try to think too much, and just put it in the back of the net. So that's what goes through my mind.
It's a good tactic. I mean, so far that's the only goal of the game. This game could go to penalties. As a squad, have you all been practicing penalties today?
No comments.
Tom?
Hi, Victor. You've got 24 goals and assists this season, but 17 of them have come since the turn of the year in 2026. What have you put that down that recently, in the last few months, that there's been a real upturn in your output?
Yeah, I don't know if it's one factor down to answer that question, but I think, yeah, you come into the group even more. You get to know the players and, yeah, everything around your life, I think, in general, when you change club. And, yeah, I think when you get into your routine and everyday work, and, of course, on the pitch as well, to play together with your teammates game after game, I think, yeah, it's gonna become better, and yeah, it's done that.
And in the previous game, we saw you link up with Bukayo, who'd been out for a little while and come back. How pleasing was it to have him on your right-hand side and providing for you as well?
Yeah, I think he was very good on Saturday, and I think, yeah, when he's in that form and he's playing like he always is, I think it's, of course, amazing for me and all the other guys to have him on the pitch.
James?
Hi, Victor. I know you said when you were talking about the challenges of adaptation, a lot of that was off the pitch. For you, on the pitch, what have been the things you've needed to improve the most to come into the Premier League and score the goals you have?
I think the most important is to know your role and to adapt to the system we play, and then I think just to be myself and be at my best.
And obviously, due to injuries for the players around you, it's been a lot of chopping and changing in that front three. How much of a challenge is it to adapt when, you know, it might be Bukayo one game, Noni the next, then someone else? How much of a challenge is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think about that too much. I just go out and try to do my best when I'm on the pitch, and I think if you have a good connection with the players, it doesn't matter who plays.
Isam?
Hi, Victor. Mikel early in the season spoke about how the players need to adapt to you and you need to adapt to the players. Obviously, in the last few months, you've been scoring plenty of goals. How has that improved in the recent weeks and months?
Like you said, I think that's the answer also, to adapt to how I am as a player on the pitch, and how we as a team want to play, and it goes with everyone. So yeah, when you just try to play together and to find each other, and you know how they work or how they run or whatever it is, I think it's gonna become a good result in the end. And yeah, felt good so far.
Your celebrations are, of course, an iconic one. Can you just remind us all how that first started and what it's like to look around the stadium, see everyone doing that celebration?
Yeah, it's incredible when you see people around the stadium doing it, and yeah, it's great to do it also for myself after a goal. So yeah, it's only good vibes.
Ed?
Hi, Victor. You must have been a bit disappointed not to be selected in the team for the big game against Manchester City, but a few weeks ago, but you've responded really well to that. You've had a really good run of form the last couple of games. Do you use those kind of setbacks as a bit of motivation to inspire yourself?
Yeah, I think of course, you always want to play, and especially the big games. So yeah, for me, I just don't try to think too much about it. You're ready, and when you get your chance to play, you want to prove yourself and do well.
And are you the kind of striker that, you know, you need a bit of confidence and you go on a run of goal scoring, and you go, you've done that in the past in your career, and do you think you can do that now to the end of the season?
To do what?
To go on a run of goal scoring, you know, scoring lots of goals in successive games.
Yeah, I think I've done that before, so yeah, of course I want to do that, and I think yeah, every player is better when they have confidence.
Gary?
Victor, can I just ask one? Can you just recap on that conversation you had with Mikel and Andrea last summer when they wanted to sign you, about what they wanted from you? Because obviously it was a season when Arsenal hadn't taken their chances in front of goal, and you were the player who's going to make the difference to that. So can you just recap that conversation? Because Mikel's sort of spoken about how he said he wanted a striker, if they missed chances, would kind of just forget about it and kind of carry on. So he wanted someone who can kind of deal with the pressure and expectation.
Yeah, I think, of course, it's about that in football. To just keep going, no matter what happens, you have to keep going to go again and again, because there's so many games, and there's always going to be challenges throughout the season, and you have to deal with those the best possible way and to do better the next game. So yeah, of course, that's a very important part.
We'll do the last couple on this side.
Good afternoon, Victor. Daniel from Bench Views. Mikel spoke about how Big Gabby and Saliba spoke about your nightmare in training. How is it having some of the best centre-backs in the league to learn about what the league centre-backs are like to beat the opponents?
Yeah, I think in training, I don't think you can get any better centre-backs than what we have. So yeah, of course, it's great to train with them and to go up against them in training. So yeah, it's incredible players, and yeah, I'm blessed to train with them.
And this weekend you did link up with Bukayo for some really good goals. How is it where he's been injured and you've been playing a lot so that you guys can... Sorry, apologies. How's it been when players have been shifting in and out of the team and you've been a player who's new to the team to learn how these players play and so that you can get the best out of yourself and get the best out of them?
Yeah, like I said before, I think it's about the connection. I think if you like to play with others and you enjoy spending time with them as well outside the pitch, I think it's going to show on the pitch as well. And I think that's when you play good football, when you enjoy it together.
Hi, Victor. What role will the fans play in a night like this, and what would you like to share with them? As you haven't encountered the ticket to the final is going to be playing in London. For example, last year the second match were in Paris, but now you have the opportunity to get into the final with your fans.
Say that again, please.
Sorry, not my best English. What role will the fans play in a night like this, and what would you like to share with them? As you haven't encountered the ticket to the final is going to play in the Emirates. For example, last year the second match were in Paris, but now you have the opportunity to get into Budapest with your fans.
Yeah, of course, it's amazing to play this game at home. We know what's on stake, and of course we have a amazing opportunity to have a great game tomorrow and to enjoy it with the fans. But yeah, we have to do it on the pitch, and of course with their amazing support, I think it can be a great night.
Hi, Victor here. What do you expect about the game, and what do you think is going to be the key? Thank you.
I think it's going to be a tough game like it was in Madrid. I think Atletico has a great team. They have a lot of quality attacking, and we know that there are dangers there. So of course we have to do that part well, and then do what we are good at when we have the ball.
Matt.
Hi, Victor. Particularly the last couple of matches, obviously with Kai out, the team have needed you to step up. How much do you relish the pressure of being the main man in attack?
Yeah, I mean, I think I played the games before, and these kind of moments where, it's important to win football matches, like when I was with the national team a month ago or so, when we had to win the games to go through the World Cup. And I think, of course, tomorrow is going to be another massive game, and I think it's just a great opportunity and amazing position to have this opportunity.
Hey, Victor. No Martin Odegaard on the open training today. How do you think he deal with all the injuries, the setbacks in such an important period of the season?
I think, of course, he wants to be with the team and available every game like all the players in the team. So, of course, I can imagine it can be frustrating sometimes. I know how it feels myself when I've had issues. So, yeah, just try to get back as quick as possible and in good condition. So, and I know he's trying that when he hasn't been able to be available. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of time, and I think we all need him on the pitch.
And last one with Phil.
Hi, Victor. Just going back to the earlier question about becoming legends in the club. Obviously, it's 22 years since you guys last won the Premier League. 20 years since you've been in a final. There must be a real sense of, I don't know, excitement, or what's the feeling in the dressing room in terms of being